Hi there, welcome to another tutorial on IT.tutorials. I am Josef Botnar, and I invite you to another tutorial, another Adobe Illustrator tutorial. This tutorial has the goal to talk about transformations. So let's create a new document. Go and click on Create New, select Print, A4, Landscape, and click on Create. This will take us here inside the workspace of Adobe Illustrator and created this new document. I'm going to draw a rectangle. Yeah, I'm going to fill this rectangle with light blue color, and for stroke I'm going to set this red color. Let's be this dark red color, and the size of the stroke let it be 12. All right, now I go to select the selection tool. You can see it appeared on each corner of this rectangle, and also here on the sides, these white squares. So we can adjust the size of this rectangle and of any shape using this square, this white square. Yeah, if I go here on the right top above this white square and I drag with the mouse, the size I can adjust the size of this rectangle on this side, on this right top corner. As you can see, it's changing the height and the width from this right top corner. Yeah, if I go here on the right side and I drag with the mouse, it's changing just the width from the right side. Yeah, and also the same here of the on the left side, here on the bottom, and so on. If you want your rectangle to be adjusted proportional, you have to press the Shift key, and now I'm going to drag this rectangle from the right side, and as you can see, now the size is adjusted proportional. Yeah, but if I release first the Shift key, as you can see, now the size wasn't changed proportional because I released first the Shift key. So don't release the Shift key first, release first the mouse, and now you have your rectangle modified proportional. Yeah, also the same thing you can do if you press the Shift key from these corners. Yeah, so the rectangle will be changed proportional. Yeah, from each side if you press the Shift key. Also, if you go here on View menu, there is this Hide Bounding Box option. If you have set this as it is, hide the bounding box, these white squares are enabled, and you are able to transform or to adjust your shape, yeah, from these white squares. But let's see what is going to happen if I click on this hide bounding box, and this setting will appear like it is now, show bounding box. Yeah, as you can see, those white squares disappeared. Yeah, you are not able anymore to adjust this rectangle using those white squares. Yeah, so be careful and check to have this option set as it is now here, hide bounding box. Yeah, and as you can see, these white squares appeared again on this rectangle. Also, if you go on these corners and also here on the side, yeah, you can see how the cursor is changed if you go to a certain distance from these white squares. Yeah, the cursor is changed like a curve. Yeah, and now press the mouse and rotate the rectangle. Yeah, and the rectangle is rotated around this center point. Yeah. If you press the shift key and you will rotate the rectangle, this will be rotated with 45 degrees, incremented for each rotation with 45 degrees, as you can see. Okay, here you go. Also, we have inside the rectangle these white circles on each corner, and inside we've got there a blue point, if you are able to see it. Yeah, I'm going to highlight it with this red circle. Yeah, so we've got in each corner this white circle, and inside the circle there is a blue point. If I click inside the circle, you will see that the blue point disappeared, and now I'm able to adjust the corner, to round the corner just from that corner. Now, for example, right top corner, yeah, and this corner will be adjusted, will be rounded, as you can see. Yeah, I click again and I go back and I adjusted this back to a square corner. Now, if I leave this blue point inside the circle and I drag this circle with a mouse, you can see how all corners proportional will be adjusted. Actually, will be rounded, as you can see. Yeah. Here you go. Also, this circle is called corner widgets. If you go on View menu, you have this option also, Hide Corner Widget. Now, as it appears, all these corner widgets are enabled, yeah, as you can see. But if you change the setting to Show Corner Widget, now you're not able to use anymore the corner widgets, as you can see. They disappeared, yeah, because now this setting is Show Corner Widget. Yeah, click on it to appear like this, Hide Corner Widget, and all these corner widgets appeared, and you can use them to adjust the corners, to round actually the corners. Yeah. Also, you have this rotate tool located here within this tool panel. Yeah. Actually, you have here two options, but I want to talk just about rotate tool. By default, the rotate tool will set the the point, the reference point in the center, yeah, and click inside of this rectangle. If you want to change the reference point, click back if you want to move back this reference point, and now go inside the rectangle and rotate the rectangle, and the rectangle will be rotated around that point. If you go outside, you can do so as well, yeah. Also, you can change the position of this reference point. Again, click twice, yeah, here, for example. Now this point is set here on right top corner, as you can see, and this rectangle will be rotated around this reference point. Set it here in this corner, as you can see, yeah. Let me to highlight it. All right, here, yeah. Okay. Or you can set this reference point somewhere outside of the rectangle. You can drag this with the mouse as well, yeah. Let's drag it somewhere here, yeah. Now the reference point is set here somewhere, yeah, outside of this rectangle. And now go inside the rectangle, and you can rotate the rectangle around this point, as you can see, yeah. Also, you have to know, if you go here on a window menu, we have this transform panel. Click on it to enable, and we have here a lot of settings. First of all, we have this rectangle angle, yeah, and here is the rotate angle. All right, and let's set this to 0, yeah. And now, as you can see, the position of this rectangle against this reference point was changed, yeah. Also here, the rectangle angle was set to 0. All right, let's select now the selection tool. Let's move this somewhere here, and these are the corner radius, yeah, for all these 4 corners, as you can see. If I type 0, as you can see, all the corner was adjusted and transformed to a square corner, yeah, because now the value is 0. If I change this with 20, for example, yeah, now all these corners were rounded, and this is the radius of all these corners, yeah. All right. Also, if I rotate this, you can see now here, where is the rectangle angle, the value is changed, and also here, yeah, the rotate, yeah. All right, let's change this with 0, and the rectangle angle now is 0, as you can see. So this is the default rectangle angle. All right, also you can in each moment the X value and the Y value, as you can see here. So let's set the corners to 0 to adjust them to a square corner. We have also, you have in each moment width value and height value as well, yeah. We've got here 2 options. The scale corners, for example, it is about these corner widgets. Let's round them. Let's drag and make them rounded. All right. And let's change the size of the rectangle. Yeah. As you can see, the value, the radius, or the corner radius wasn't changed. Is the same regardless of the size of the rectangle. Yeah. But let's see what is going to happen if I check this option, scale corners. Let's check it. So now this option is checked. Yeah, it is enabled. And let's modify the size of the rectangle. As you can see, the radius of these corners was changed, was reduced. So that means if you have this option enabled, scale corners, the corners will be adjusted proportional with the size of your rectangle, as you can see. Yeah, and now the corner radius is bigger. Yeah, because the corner radius are adjusted proportional with the size of the rectangle. If you have enabled this option, scale corners, let's uncheck this, and let's check this another option, scale, strokes, and effects. All right, and let's make the corners to square corners, and I'm going to type here 0. All right. Okay. All right. And pay attention for the size of the stroke. Now it is 12 points, as you can see. Yeah? And let's change the size of this rectangle. Let's make it smaller. Now, as you can see, the size of the stroke was changed, proportional with the size of the rectangle. Now it's 3.79. If I make this rectangle bigger, now, as you can see, the stroke is 13.44. So what's changed? It got bigger because the rectangle size is bigger. But if I uncheck this option, you will see the size of the stroke stay as it is. It wasn't changed. Yeah, I've got 13.44. If I make this bigger, the stroke size is the same, 13.44. Yeah, if you don't check this option, scale, strokes, and effects. All right. Also, here you have the reference point. Now this is set by default in the center. Yeah, as you can see here, this blue point. Yeah, it's set here in the center. Yeah, and it shows here. Yeah, you can change this actually. Yeah, let's set it. So let's first change the value for x and y. So let's type in for x 0 and enter. As you can see, the position of this rectangle was changed, and because the reference point is set in the center, yeah, now actually the center, this line which represents the center of this rectangle, the center of the rectangle is stick on the edge, on the left edge of this document. Yeah, because this is the 0 point for x. You can see this better if I go on view and I enable the rules, click on show rules. Yeah, and here is the 0 for x. Yeah, I'm going to set the 0 for y as well. And as you can see now, the rectangle was moved here in the top, and because the reference point is in the center, so that's why now actually the position of this rectangle is moved here on the left top corner, and this is the 0 point of the rectangle. Yeah, so here is 0. If I change this here on the left top. Yeah, as you can see now, the value for x and y was changed. Let's type here 0 for x, 0 for y, and now the rectangle is stuck on the left top corner because the reference point is here set here in left top of this rectangle. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you for watching this video tutorial. I'm waiting for you to watch my other video tutorials. See you next time. Bye bye.